Hello, my friends. Be forewarned, in the background you might hear my dog pitching a fit. She is in her destructive phase, and so I have put her in her cage as a timeout. She's annoyed about that. I even gave her kind of a bone to mess with, but clearly she's either bored with it or is done with it, so you might hear my dog in the background pitching a fit, just heads up. So, my friends, we are playing catch up right now with Eizouken. So by now, episode 9 should be coming out on YouTube. However, I've fallen behind, so I'm trying to hurry up and catch up. Get 5, 6, 7, 8, and five's already done. 1 through 5's already done, but 6, 7, 8, 9 already recorded, and then we can finish that up in a timely manner. And then move on to Demon Slayer, because that is the anime that won on the Patreon poll. By the way, Patreon supporters, they do get not only the episode early, but they also get a kind of better quality reaction. They don't get the intro, they don't really get the outro. If there's a halfway point, a pause point, they'll get that. But for the most part, they get pretty much the episode, but slightly better quality. Mainly because a lot of these websites that I upload that are for public access, the websites only allow them at a lower quality. Of course, for those of you who've been paying attention for my Eizouken reactions, BitChute has very quickly blocked them. Thankfully, one of the other options that I've been using haven't. So it's interesting to see how sometimes I have anime blocked on one website but not another. And it's been fascinating for me to deal with. So I kind of have multiple ways for me to upload the episode. If usually I have my primary way, which is BitChute, but if that doesn't work, I have my backup. So hopefully, my particular, I have one that's kind of like, well, whatever. But that all to say, again, if you decide to become a Patreon supporter, there are, as of right now, not great incentives, but I'm working on that. And again, you might ask, you have a little channel. Why do you have a Patreon? Because I've always said that I had a bigger channel, not a huge channel, but a bigger channel, got gobbled up by the copyright kaiju. Thank you, Warner Brothers. You guys suck eggs. So that's why I don't have any live action reactions anymore. However, all my old live action reactions, I think all of my old live action reactions are available on Patreon for you to look as well. And then we're going to be playing catch up, and we'll be reacting to Lois and Clark, The New Adventures of Superman, which was a 1990s series, 4 seasons. I've kind of put a pause on Wonder Woman because one of my discs is missing, so I didn't get to finish Wonder Woman. But I am going to be starting Lois and Clark soon. I just have to work on some issues that I've got in terms of like tech stuff. And then I'll be starting that really soon after I finish playing catch up. And May is going to be crazy busy. I've already released the schedule on the community posts. May is going to be super busy. Some days there's not going to be any reactions because I will be heading to concerts, or I'll be so tired the day after, so there'll be nothing the day after. It just really depends. But I'm hoping to get a lot of stuff posted. I have a lot to catch up on. It's going to be a busy week for me versus the previous week, which was really quiet. But it's kind of with this bad weather and other stuff. It's also going to be kind of crazy busy because, again, I still have no running water. I have to double check tomorrow on Monday, which I'm recording this on a Sunday, on Monday, if the emergency services got everything they need and if they're actually going to be starting on Monday, because we need water. We have no running water. For me, in terms of going to, yep. So that's where we are. Anyway, nothing else to say. My hat is crooked. Without further ado, on YouTube, there's no sound, partial images. Somewhat keeps copyright monsters at bay. Let's dive in. I'll talk a little bit about last episode with during the intro. Oh, okay. Is that a good thing or a bad thing? Wow, this feels very professional. It's true. But guess what? Maybe they also found out that they are getting paid and want a bit of a cut. Opening sequence. Oh dear. Oh, the little snackers. Mm. I was so focused on the sacks, I kind of missed what they had said. That's a good point. Hmm. I really love to draw. I need to get my butt into gear and start doodling like this. Is this in addition to showing appreciation for animation, also throwing rocks at production companies? Mm. Hmm. Hmm. Instead of running back and forth all the time. Hmm. Ooh, she has a plan, which makes me really nervous. So last episode we saw that they had, which kind of touches on here, that they had been commissioned to make a short about a robot versus a monster for the Robot Club, or Box Club, which will of course be very creative and very ridiculous. Now that there's apparently an opening sequence, which is cute that the Robot Club is like creating that. Hold on a second. So we have that silliness going on. Now the art club wants to get involved. Now, does the art club want to get involved because they eventually want to use their artistic work as well? Or because they heard that they were getting paid and want a bit of the cut? Because if they're adding to their work, will they also get a bit of that money? Which I'm sure Kanamori is trying to figure out what they really want, which is, I think it's that. This song is ridiculous. Again, I do recommend Triple Q's mashup of Easy Breezy and whatever that Taylor Swift song was. It is absolute fire. And it's the reason I also make Ed, Edd and Eddy references. At least vaguely I do. I never watched the show growing up. I didn't have Cartoon Network when I was little. I guess these are all these random doodles. I do like to draw though, so I need to. There's so much I'm. Life kind of is annoying. I'm just gonna put it like that. Oh, there she is. What is she up to? Oh, we got ourselves a. Is it? This is cute. Oh, I never seen her hair up. Oh, her hair is up with her glasses, which she refuses to wear. What is she doing? So she's just trying to take care of them to some degree. That's perfecto. Oh, I love seeing the storyboards and how they like move around and stuff. That's really cool. I like how one half is drawn, the other half is the, you know, explanation room. Oh, that's really cool. Kind of funny how they're eating crab too, because there's like a crab eat monster. Again, the fact that they are using the voice actors are like providing sound effects themselves is so cute. I love it. So it's meant to deal with underwater issues, or is it staying down there to keep it cool or whatever? That's a lot to do for like three people. Kind of notice how her. I'm surprised you kind of notice how her storyboard just gets more just a mess. They are. I'm excited for this. Oh, she loves movement and she loves that stuff. So this is kind of perfect for her. I may have been watching anime for a long time, but sometimes you reckon I don't know if you're I'm recognizing voices or people just have certain phrasings that are similar. Of course, yeah. With no real purpose to it. Girls are cool. She must be like constantly working and doing stuff for them. That's why. Hmm. I mean, they are going to have to finish it. Isn't that really spicy? Ugh. I'm gonna use that mine for something sneaky. What's kind of my up to? Oh, sound effects and stuff like that for this animation. Saw that coming. Wow. By themselves, huh? That's how you keep it from degrading, that's why. Mmm. What was that light little thing she did? It is incredibly valuable. Wow. That's lovely. What really frustrates me is that there's a place that's kind of like this, but they don't take care of their stuff. So sounds and unique songs across multiple ethnic groups and stuff are being lost because of the fools who have control over it. It just sits there and degrades. Makes me really angry. I'm sorry, and the Eizouken. Mm, mm. That's definitely not happening. Mm. She's intense. This is cool. I love how as our storyline progresses. Oh dear. It's the same sound over and over again, no matter what. And it's driving. I can't tell if it's a girl or boy. Driving them crazy. But I like as where the storyline's progressing. Oh, she's using like open source sounds. That's disgusting. Why would you do that? Where did this person throw up? Where did it go? Oh, I was waiting for. Oh, she's. Oh, she's so good. Gets to do what she wants to. Hmm. That was great. Oh wait, there's my thumbnail. You gotta be like over here more. Got a computer with some really cool screens on it. Wow. Oh, it has a drawing pad. That's cool. I was gonna say that, but I saw it the last couple episodes ago that that building was connected to another one. She's a work mode. Hmm. These character designs are incredible. Can we? Why did those two members look like John Lennon and Yoko Ono? Yeah, kind of more is gonna have to take the. Oh, thank goodness she knows what she's doing. This girl knows more about animation than she's letting on. Uh, what do they really want? This was the most awkward, strange, difficult reading I've ever seen. What a mess. Obsidian, that's volcanic glass. They are reclaimed land from a lake, are they? Oh, she's getting replenished now. Yes, it's for the robot club. Oh, now she's spiraling. Great. This is for the Robot Club, Voga. She's freaking out. Yeah, that's true. There's a... True. Ah. Yeah, it's true. Yeah, I like kind of weird. Now you can kind of see a little bit more of the why they're friends. Everyone's gonna be mad. The audience, Azuka, as well as everybody else. Fuck. You laying down the whole time? Ah, okay, cool. It is random and annoying. Random enough to let her run free. I loved that. That was so cool because one, we get to see just how much Kanamori really knows Azuka-san. I'm not saying her name right. And how much she really like kind of does care about her. We also get to see just how ruthless Kanamori is. But I wonder. This is so amusing. There seems to be some criticizing in some of the dialogue about the environment of anime production. But what's interesting is Kanamori represents, I'm going to assume, the kind of producer that the manga writer wants. That an anime writer wants. You want someone who's tough and no nonsense and a little unethical so you can get what you need. No, Kanamori is not really unethical, but she kind of knows what strings to pull and how to do so without actually being illegal. You know, like they were in, like for instance, they were in the computer room, but she had actually gotten permission for them to be in the computer room, so they were there. Like they had, like it's funny. She seems like such a rebel, but she's the kind of person who clearly knows how and when to dot her i's and cross her t's to make sure it doesn't like nothing really bad comes back on them. And she knows how to motivate her artists, but also keep them in line when they go off the rails. So oh, that's really cool. I'm not gonna say too much in terms of the review. I really adore this anime. It's so much fun. The characters are great. The character designs are incredible. Everybody looks completely different from each other. It's very fascinating, the skin tones and the face shapes and just the eye shapes and everything that we're getting with these characters. Supporting and main characters. It's really cool. It just kind of fascinates me and this environment. Again, no one's letting me know. Is this like a real place? Or is it like a hyperbolic representation of a real place? Because this school is intense. Apparently it used to be a lake, but now it's a school, but clearly it was an industrial site that kind of got shut down. It's an industrial town. There's so much to say, but it's really, I don't know, it's super cool. it kind of reminds me a little bit of Mob Psycho, where it knows the rules of its animation. So I've said this before, there is real world physics. Our real world is governed by so many laws of physics and biology and chemistry and all that jazz. Some people like to ignore those laws, but they do exist. Within an anime itself, you have to, if you are animating a world, you have to bend those rules. You have to bend those laws. Because what makes sense in the real world doesn't always make sense in the animated world. Just like there are things that work if you're doing 3D work, but you can't really do if you're doing 2D work. Or there's 2D physics that can't really apply well to 3D physics, because 3D physics is incredibly, I'm talking about 3D work, is very, very calculus, geometry, trigonometry based. And so it can't, unless you design and program to try to do that, which can be difficult, it doesn't bend and stretch and do all that goofy stuff that we see in 2D animation that you can get because of hand-drawn animation. It's really cool. But I've said this before with KyoAni's work, I've said this before with other anime, it doesn't matter what the laws of your world are as long as they're consistent. So we see with KyoAni, specifically with the animation they get to do from light novels with Hibiki Euphonium and with My Dog's Pitching Fit Again because no one's playing with her. And with Violet Evergarden is that it's a lot more grounded in reality. But there are certain aspects like the tears and other things that are kind of slightly exaggerated. But it works for the animation that works. Whereas with Mob Psycho, things are incredibly animated with stretches and playing with the art styles and squishes and pulling away from details. We see that full stop here. I absolutely love it. This anime is such a blast, and I'm so glad that I'm reacting to it. Thank you so much for watching. Please like, comment, subscribe, share with your friends, share with your enemies, and I'll see you next time.